If you happen by the Bay's flagship store in Toronto, and if you look at it just so, it could feel like any other Christmas season. But this is decidedly not normal. The pandemic is just the latest in a series of crises crushing retailers everywhere.
Retail was changing drastically before COVID came along. And all that COVID did was expedite it to warp speed.
Long before COVID, the Bay was in trouble. Canadian bricks and mortar stores like Sears and Target were being replaced by Amazon, and malls everywhere are still struggling to reinvent themselves. Last December, after the Bay posted a $226 million quarterly loss, a CBC News item looked at what the Bay should do.
I think if they could snap their fingers and say we had half the number of stores and all of them were 3/4 of the size or half the size, I think they'd be doing great.
Today, that same analyst says COVID is both crisis and opportunity to get out of those leases and locations that are less than ideal.
The landlords don't have any negotiating power because they're going to look at them and say, listen, if you don't pay your rent in the store, we're going to evict you. And the Bay says, well, when are you going to scare me? Because actually, that's what I'm looking to do.
For its part, HBC says it believes the burden posed by the pandemic should be shared fairly by both landlords and retailers. As restrictions spread across the country, the immediate crisis for retailers of all sizes has deepened. But it's also heightened the need for HBC to speed up its transformation into a smaller, leaner, more agile company. Peter Armstrong, CBC News, Toronto.